Could we have a super typhoon out here off the east coast of Luzon based on guidance in the official track from JDWC and Pagasa, all indicating, yes, a big strong storm out there just towards the east of the Philippines. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's break this down, talk about what we have right now and what we're seeing in that forecast. Of course, we're still tracking Tino impacting the Philippines still. I mean, this is ongoing. I have a separate video talking about what's happening there, but let's talk about the future, and this is a forecast channel first and foremost as always, so let's break this down. And right now, yeah, this is a obvious tropical depression, and we know this because we have southerly winds being reported out here towards the east of it, easterly winds right there, northerly winds being reported right there. These are all these different islands across Micronesia. Obvious big broad rotation, but if you look at the satellite imagery even separately, inflow down towards south, convection building in, everything indicating a storm developing. We pull back the picture though, two things that you want to take into play here when we're making that forecast before we get into the models. Everybody always just shares models. Let's actually look at the synoptic scenario. A subtropical ridge right in here, bringing that relatively clear skies. You have a Tino, of course, back here towards the west, and the northeast monsoon trying to build in just like that. So all of these are going to come into one. Tino's going to want to try to pull this behind it. It's not terribly strong, but low pressure is going to want to pull on low pressure. The subtropical ridge just towards the north is also going to want to push it away towards the south. So as this heads off like that, it's really not going to head towards that ridge, and it's going to be making that more of that westerly track. And thus, when you see guidance like this, you can't absolutely not rule this out, because it more than likely, and let's actually rewind it. Let's go ahead to the second. You see our storm system developing. The third, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh over here. It passes by Guam, by the way, which Guam, I do want to stress, you're going to be looking at probably tropical storm strength conditions here on Wednesday and the Thursday as it passes just towards your west. And then you see this moving off towards the north and west, coming closer to northeastern Luzon about 6 days out from now, with a landfall likely by Monday there in northeastern Luzon. There's a look at the official track from JTWC, keeping our storm system south of Guam, but like I said, rain bands are going to wrap around, and it's going to be messy weather out there for you. Same for Yap, but more so for Guam, just that banding that's continuing to come in. And then you see JTWC has its 110 knots just off of the eastern coastline. And then we look at Pagasa, once again, a super typhoon here by Sunday, basically just due east of Luzon. Now, this is what the Google DeepMind is showing. Now, DeepMind has not been great on intensity. If anything, that was definitely the case here with Tino, also known as Kalmigi. It was showing a Cat 4 at landfall. It definitely was a far cry from that. But also, just a reminder, a Cat 4 and a weaker typhoon of a 1 or a severe tropical storm can still have very serious impacts, as we've seen here with that flooding across Cebu. So whenever we say weaker, it's typhoon's a typhoon. All right, there's a reason why there's like two scales. Typhoon and super typhoon. They're both bad. Okay. All right. So let's pull this off towards the west, though. This is bet 5, and then 6 days out, coming on shore is a Cat 3 or 4, according to the DeepMind. We still actually have some of the ensemble members also showing a 5 rate in here. So I mean, this is a type of setup where, in the direction, by the way, further south with the ECMWF and GFS is saying, and I absolutely agree with that, in the sense that the ECMWF and GFS have been historically just poor on direction off the east coast of the Philippines. They keep on wanting to turn storms north. You can even see here with the ensembles. This would be great if this stalled out and turned towards the north, but time and time again, we expect that, and it just doesn't happen. The storms track further towards the south, and that's why I would lean more on what the DeepMind is showing here right now, with the landfall probably closer to Aurora or Isabella. Granted, saying specific landfalls at this time, it's a little bit probably foolish of me. We are still 5 to 6 days out. We still got lots of time to watch this. I'm just breaking down everything I'm seeing out here for you right now, and trying to compile my thoughts in a way that you can understand at home, right? So yeah, that's my big thing right now. We're going to continue to track this though here at Western Pacific Weather. If you have any questions or anything like that, I would really like to hear from you. I don't know why I still have this as Tino Kalmigi update. Granted, that storm is still ongoing. Let's change this really quick. The next storm or something like that. There we go. I'm not redoing the video. So that's the big title for this update on the top of the screen. And yeah, this could be an impactor there. First on Guam, by the way, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's going to be messy weather there for you. And then our storm charges towards the west, nearing the Philippines by the early part of next week. And that means places like Baguio definitely going to see that increase in rainfall, but also, just so you know, you're still dealing with the northeast monsoon there in northeastern Luzon. So you're still got some scattered showers prior to this, especially in those higher elevations across places like Baguio. At least places like Cebu, Tacloban, you are seeing improving conditions here on your Wednesday, just because our storm's moving towards the west, and it is definitely going to be significantly improving as that rolls out. So for now, though, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. If you have any questions or anything like that, I would like to hear from you. Don't forget, I'm not an official agency by any means. My God, I'm a guy in a spare bedroom. So please make sure you check in with those official agencies. Also, big thank you to everybody who supports this channel throughout this storm and throughout the previous 15 years of storms. I can't stress enough our Patreon members and everybody who's hit those like and subscribe buttons on this channel. Okay. All right. So thanks for watching. Number one thing, of course, stay safe out there, friends.